Board would grant final approval to Ghana's bailout request soon as she pushes bilateral creditors to quickly provide the financial assurance needed. President Akufo-Addo for appointing known political activists to fill vacant positions at the Electoral Commission.
Now to me who say who akan enti omo de omo party for and omo de omo call EC Electoral Commission. Now say appointments omo ye o hwe nkrofo no baby omo free and omo oma ye omina MPP for complete.
Also coming up, Chief Justice Kwesi Enin-Yeboah urges members of the public to resist patronizing services at the courts.
I urge the public to stand firm and refuse to give in to the unlawful demands of judicial officers and staff. Do not be afraid to report such people for appropriate disciplinary action to be taken against them.
And later, Citi Easter often. I'm grateful that you could choose us. Let's begin with the very first story now. The Managing Director of the International Monetary Fund, the IMF, Kristalina Georgieva, is optimistic the fund's executive board would grant final approval to Ghana's bailout request soon. Kristalina says her optimism stemmed from the swelling goodwill the country was getting from the international community, including its creditors. Addressing journalists at the ongoing IMF creditors to quickly provide the financial assurance needed for the board to approve the deal.
In Ghana, we have worked a program for Ghana, 3 billion support program for Ghana in place. We have been urging Ghana's creditors to act swiftly. My appreciation for also the proactive role of the Minister of Finance of Ghana in reaching out to creditors. We are expecting that next week there will be discussions among creditors, and I use every opportunity myself to urge has done really well to tap markets to finance its growth path. It domestically the ability to finance the budget. So a country that has long track record of sound macroeconomic management ought to be supported to return to markets. So our program is a bridge for Ghana, and to tell you the truth, I'm actually quite optimistic. I think Ghana is going to move. The creditors are going to move, and we are going to move swiftly.
Now, the Chief Justice, Kwesi Enin-Yeboah, is urging members of the public to be firm and resist what he calls organizing the services at the courts. He does and extort monies from litigants who are correspondent.
is
to have
gave the warning during a ceremony. South District of the caseload at the Aguna Court and also help litigants, lawyers and their clients. The coming in of the court will help enhance justice delivery in the area.
It is therefore my expectations that the inauguration of this court will improve justice delivery by reducing the risk of traveling to far places for justice and other related costs.
Ashanti Regional Minister Simon Osei-Mensah commended the Chief Justice for improving infrastructure within the judicial service.
I don't think during the time of any Chief Justice or any government I've been able to construct as many as 100 court houses. And these are structures built for purpose. Not those one we used to know, where private residential accommodations were high.
The Wiamwasi Court House was built through the District Assembly Common Fund.
The Chief Justice says the Judicial Council is also taking steps to weed out the bad nuts within the judicial service. Hafiz Tijani, Citi News, Ashanti Region.
Now, Ghana has become the first country in the world to approve a new malaria vaccine developed by the University of Oxford. The effort is one of several focused on addressing the disease that kills over 600,000 people each year, most of them being children in Africa. The complicated structure and life cycle of the malaria parasite has long thwarted efforts to develop vaccines, but the vaccine called R21 appears to be hugely effective in stark contrast to previous vaccines in the same field. There's more in the following report.
The Food and Drugs Authority has given market authorization to a new malaria vaccine, R21. The vaccine was developed by the Oxford University and manufactured by the Serum Institute of India. The authority says after thorough evaluation into the quality, efficacy and safety of the vaccine, they realized that the benefits far outweigh the risks. Addressing the media at a press conference, the CEO of the authority, Dr. Delise Mimidakun, says they have approved the vaccine's use for children between ages 5 months to 3 years.
The evaluation and approval process considered the safety, the immunogenicity, and the efficacy data Mali, Burkina Faso, and Tanzania. Satisfactory evaluation outcome of the quality, the safety, and the efficacy data that was submitted to the Food and Drugs Authority. Following our evaluation of the submission that we obtained, we concluded that the benefits of the vaccine significantly outweigh the risk associated with the use of the vaccine. And this is how we evaluate any product that is submitted to us, including vaccines. Again, our evaluation showed that the vaccine has the potential to reduce children under 5 mortality caused by malaria in Africa.
The authority says the rollout of the vaccine will be handled by DEK Pharmaceuticals and the Ghana Health Service.
The quality, safety, and efficacy and grants marketing authorization. That is what we do. The rest is a different discussion. So the local agent, that is DEK Pharmaceuticals, I know is planning on doing something else. Yes. So as to cost issues, commercial issues, that is not the regulator's discussion. Rollout is not the regulator's discussion. Yes? Have I made myself clear? Yes. So we don't do rollout, we don't do coverage. We have looked at the vaccine. It's taken up and it is being used. We will then monitor the safety of the vaccine during use. We'll monitor the quality of the vaccine while it is being used. We'll ensure that it is used properly. We'll ensure that if they bring it in, they get a permit, they use it. If there's any problem, we will be sure that we are there. We'll be sure that we are monitoring the safety with our pharmacovigilance systems, etc. But we don't go into discussions of cost. We don't go into discussions of rollout. We don't go into any of those discussions.
The Food and Drug Authority says it has given market authorization to a new malaria vaccine in Ghana that can save the lives of many children. For Citi News, my name is Inu Safo.
Now, officials of the Food and Drugs Authority, FDA, have confiscated unregistered herbal and orthodox medicinal products totaling 700,000 Ghana cedis during a swoop at Alaba in the Ashanti region. A 35-year-old female trader who is the owner of the seized items is currently in police custody. Citi News' Ashanti regional correspondent.
Authority has intensified its market surveillance exercise and says it is on a high alert to clamp down on illegal pharmaceuticals, which include body enhancement products at retail markets in the Ashanti region. FDA officials swooped the Alaba market, which has become sale of unregistered and unwholesome drugs. Expressed concern about the influx of unregistered and unwholesome medicinal products in the market.
Authority. It's a combination of locally produced products and imported ones. And how they get into the country, nobody can tell. But when you beat the entry points, we have approved entry points, and we have FDA officers at all the approved entry points. However, the porosity of our and those ones, because of our market surveillance activities, we are able to get them out of the market. So if you beat the immigration, we'll get you at the spot.
The FDA has cautioned members of the public to desist from patronizing such products on the market.
Now, when you report of an untoward experience, which basically we call it from. Now, you bought it from somebody who is on the move. Places, not on moving vehicles. Interestingly, when we arrest such people, you have the people in the community we are protecting coming to beg for them. And we want to caution that if you have any advice, give it to the people now before we catch up with them. Because once the law catches up with them, the law will take its course. And this goes to everybody who wants to interfere with the kind of work FDA does. It is in the interest
such products are sold.
The Food and Drugs Authority has indicated its resolve to collaborate with relevant state agencies to clamp down on persons who are engaging in the sale of unregistered and unwholesome drugs. Hafiz Tijani, Citi News, Kumasi, Ashanti Region.
Let's do some politics now, because the former president John Dramani Mahama has criticized President Akufo-Addo for appointing known political activists to fill vacant positions at the Electoral Commission. President Akufo-Addo, in line with Article 43, Clause 1 and 2 of the 1992 Constitution, swore in 3 new members of the EC's governing board on Monday, that's March 20. Now, the former president, John Dramani Mahama, says that the new patriotic party, who are terrified after messing up the country's economy, are now appointing politically tainted members to occupy the Electoral Commission's office ahead of the 2024 elections. He made these remarks in the Eastern region to end his 3-day tour of the region. Citi News' Neoni Amate Kanaku was with the former president and has more in this report.
Mr. Mahama and his team visited Mpraiso constituency to interact with both branch and constituency executives of Abetifi and Mpraiso to begin the final day of his 3-day tour of the region. Addressing the branch and constituency executives on Thursday, Mr. Mahama bemoaned the MPP's decision to abandon the Abetifi government hospital project, which was started under his government with taxpayers' money. The former president, who later moved to the Nkoko constituency, where the son of a former DCE, Frederick Somua, popularly known as Kasapa, is running unopposed, received a rousing welcome by the party supporters. Addressing the Nkoko branch, Mr. Mahama, who took a dig at the NPP and its recent ECE appointments, indicated that the NDC is poised to train all agents, branch and constituency executives to remain vigilant, act accordingly, and police polling stations in 2024 general elections. The 3 persons appointed by the president to the EC are Reverend Akuya Ofori-Boateng Salima, Ahmed Tijani, and Dr. Peter Epiahene. Notable NDC MP slammed President Akufo-Addo for appointing a known member of the NPP onto the board of the Electoral Commission.
Now to me, who say, EC Electoral Commission. Now say appointments on moye, we share microphone. Baby, omu free and your mama ye omina MPP for complete and omu di omako to easy so. And so yeah, better to say Azuma Nelson. It's about to have between the bear omu pasa. It is any American no more than Bedi nim na ye dimochi. And I was saying your mamu nim de kakra.
The team then moved to New Ebrim constituency, then to Ofuansi Ayoebi before addressing delegates from Akim Swedro, Achianse, Asenemaso across the constituency in Odan. Addressing them, John Dramani Mahama said the next NDC government will institute a year engagement with all branch and constituency executives together with cabinet ministers to strengthen the bond and goodwill.
You're still watching the Citi Newsroom here on Citi TV. Still to come. University of Cape Coast chapter of the Senior Staff Association of Universities of Ghana embarks on indefinite strike. We have details of this and other stories coming up shortly. To stay.
Electroland Ghana Limited is offering you quality products from Samsung, Toshiba, Nasco, and Media. Choose your choice. Media AC, Samsung AC, Nasco AC. With 229 Ghana cedis, get yourself a Nasco gas stove. Buy one, get one free. So stocks last. With 1,099 Ghana cedis, and Nasco television is yours. Grab your TV ranging from 32 inches, 40 inches to 98 inches. I tell you.
Simply put it, all types of refrigerators and washing machines, microwaves, and sound bars are available this Easter and Ramadan.
Electroland Ghana Limited Easter promotion. Don't let this opportunity pass you by.
My name is Tina. I am a person living with HIV. I got to know my HIV women have delivered negative children. I follow the guidelines and take my HIV medicine called ARVs every day as prescribed by my doctor. This makes me strong and healthy and also prevent me from passing HIV onto any future child. Please avail yourself of PMTCT services when pregnant. It is the only way to ensure you do not pass the HIV onto your baby during birth or pregnancy. If you have tested for HIV recently and it was negative, test again when pregnant to ensure baby and mother are well. Let us work together to have an HIV-free generation.
Celebrate this month of Easter with Melcom and save more on your cities always when you shop on items ranging from groceries, electronics, homeware, kitchenware, furniture, home decor, and many more. Terms and conditions apply. Melcom, where Ghana shops.
This is the neighborhood I'm having my twins.
The very reason why I took it for us. See, the price is very good and it's spacious to contain all of us.
Alphabet City. Now I'm a landlord. I don't pay rent. And my Airbnb business is booming.
To me, bank and I'm say Alphabet City. The pension pay 20%. The payment plan, I want to share just very smooth.
This is a healthy place to raise our families and creating peace. Come on, be my neighbor.
Alphabet City, the ABC of Home Sweet Home.
Alphabet City is a classy and peaceful gated community in Sakumono. We have 24/7 top-notch security and high-quality access roads. We have 3 bedrooms and 2 washrooms, 3 bedrooms and 3 washrooms with boys' quarters. We have 3 bedrooms and 4 washrooms. We have 2 bedrooms and 2 washrooms, all with beautiful kitchens and kitchenettes. Call Alphabet City on 0240-111119 or 050-44-99999. Alphabet City, the ABC of Home Sweet Home.
Welcome back to the Citi Newsroom. Let's bring you more stories now. The University of Cape Coast chapter of the Senior Staff Association of Universities of Ghana has embarked on an indefinite strike over delays on the part of the management of the university on issues of negotiated allowances, condition of service and promotions within the senior staff ranks. Our Central Regional Correspondent Calvis Tete has more in the following report.
The local chapter of the Senior Staff Association of the Universities of Ghana at the University of Cape Coast says they are not happy over delays on the part of management of the university to resolve certain pertinent issues regarding its members. According to the group, issues and grievances such as the negotiated allowances, issues of condition of service for its members that have not been implemented, promotion of its members and the inclusion within the senior staff rank have been tabled before management since last year but has not seen the light of day, hence their action. Some members of the group who were in red head and armbands insisted that they would not work until their grievances are met. Here is the local chairman of the association, Sandy Kumi Sinatra, speaking to Citi News about the rationale behind the strike.
It boils down on negotiated allowances, on the conditions of services issues that are not being implemented. It also relates to our exclusion or inclusion on the University Governing Council. It also boils down on promotion within the senior staff rank and appointment into senior membership. So these are basically the issues that we have laid on the table for management consideration and possible resolution. And it has dragged since last year up to now. At a point, the Minister of Education and National Labour Commission came in and directed that management should sit down with us and resolve the issues amicably. That directive has not been complied by management of the university, and we think we have had enough of the problems, and it is time for us to act and act now. Minister of Education and NLC came in. The best they can do is request for proposals from senior staff. These proposals have also been sent since last year, and as I speak, none of the management members has written to even acknowledge receipt, because that petition was sent to the Vice Chancellor. Nobody has written to even acknowledge receipt of the document received, not alone to call us for discussion on it, which we think we can't also sit down and for our members to continue to suffer.
The association is also worried that the issues they are fighting for have been negotiated and approved by other universities, but the situation is different at the University of Cape Coast, and called on management to reconsider its stance on certain issues.
Now, the Minister of Fisheries and Aquaculture Development, Mavis Hawakumsing, has slammed former President John Dramani Mahama on his comments to abolish the close season if he wins power in 2024. The minister reacted at a stakeholders meeting in Accra to discuss the 2022 close season report. There's more in the following report filed by Citi News' Rachel Engman and read to you by Charles Usukumi.
Interacting with delegates at Cape Coast and Elmina on March 30, 2023 during a campaign tour, former President John Mahama stated that he will abolish the closed season observed by artisanal fishermen, but will maintain that for industrial vessels, whom he said were destroying the ocean and breaking Ghana's fisheries laws. But the Fisheries and Aquaculture Development Minister, Mavis Hawakumsing, reacting to the former president's comment, said she was disappointed at the utterances because the closed season were beneficial.
I don't see a reason why a former president of Ghana will stand somewhere and say when he comes, he will cancel the closed season. The closed season is a law. It's backed by law. And so if you say you close it, then I beg to differ. He was the president of this country, and under his watch, there was cycle in this country. And we have all cried on this cycle issue that the trawlers are killing our artisanal fishers. So if you want to stop the cycle, then first of all, you have to also stop the artisanals also from doing their illegal activities. Then you can stop the industrial people.
This year, canoe and inshore fishermen will observe the closed season from 1st to 31st July, while industrial trawlers will also do so from 1st July to 31st of August. On the issue of premix fuel distribution, Mavis Hawakumsing indicated that her ministry will soon commission completed premix automated outlets in different locations of the country by the end of the year to control issues of hoarding. Meanwhile, the Deputy Sector Minister, Moses Anim, indicated that to achieve the shared objectives, there is the need for collective thinking and collaborative work.
I know that fishers are now relieved that the premix fuel distribution has resumed since March 2023 to curb the issues of middlemen, hoarding, and among other issues. I will be commissioning 20 of the completed premix automated outlets in different locations in the country. It is anticipated that by the end of the year, majority of the sites will have been completed and dispensing fuel. We have all discussed and agreed again today that any closed season gains will not be realized if we all do not collectively combat IUU fishing activities.
In more stories, the Defense Minister Dominic Nitiwu has expressed concern about the situation where personnel of the Ghana Armed Forces live outside the barracks and report to work. According to him, it is unacceptable and the government will work to ensure adequate accommodation is provided for the officers to stay within their designated barracks. He said this are the commissioning of officers' accommodation at the 6th Infantry Battalion in the Northern Region.
Adequate housing has over the years been a challenge for security personnel in the country owing to the increasing number of recruits. The situation sometimes exposes them to dangers and impacts negatively on their ability to deliver on their mandate. However, at the commissioning of a 2-bedroom, 4-story block of 16 flats for officers at the 6th Infantry Battalion in Tamale, the minister said the government acknowledges the current accommodation deficit and is working to address it.
Government and subsequent governments will prioritize the accommodation of soldiers to ensure that our soldiers live comfortably after they have done a hard day's job for us to have peace. Ghana is one of the few countries in West Africa, and in fact in Africa, that when you walk in the night, you are not afraid that somebody is looking at your back. It is one of the countries where people across the world, from Nigerians to the people in the United States to Britain, everybody come to party throughout the whole night. Some even party till the following day, 1 a.m., and they boast about it. It is the work that you and the other security agencies do.
According to the minister, the government is also investing in logistics to equip the military in order to effectively execute their duties.
We are re-equipping the Ghana Armed Forces to enable them have a modern training institution that the president will be commissioning before the middle of this year at Teshi. And this is being taken by this same contractor, Polychangda. And so if you go to MATS today, Military Academy and Training School, particularly the Military Academy itself, has been transformed into a very beautiful site. We are trying to modernize the base ammunition depot in Michel Camp into a modern one. Same, we are trying to modernize the base ordnance depot within Bema Camp.
The commanding officer at 6BN, Lieutenant Colonel Jerry Ankui, has been speaking about the facility.
The building has 2 access staircases and 4 access corridors that connect and link the 2 wings of the block and the 16 flats together. The construction was supervised by GHQ DES, and the building was constructed by Polychanda Overseas Engineering Company Limited.
Aside from inadequate infrastructure, the current facilities accommodating personnel are in deplorable states. It is hoped that government will continue to provide new structures to accommodate these personnel. From Tamale, I am Dinah Ngwan for Citi News.
Now, the Ghana Boundary Commission has charged residents of Dollar Power in the Savannah region to protect Ghana's land boundary pillars at all times. The national coordinator of the commission, Major General Emmanuel Kotia, assured the people of government's commitment to construct an accessible road to the community. According to residents, the community faces security threats from neighboring Ivory Coast due to the absence of security and telecommunication network in the enclave. The Boundary Commission led some stakeholders to the community to engage with residents on their mandate in safeguarding the country's land borders. Fred Duho has more in this report.
The Ghana Boundary Commission, led by the National Coordinator, Major General Emmanuel Kotia, has assured the people of Dollar Power in the Savannah region of the Commission's resolve to liaise with the government to create an accessible road to the community to enhance protection of residents against attacks. According to residents, the Dollar Power community has been without access roads, security posts, and telecommunication network over a decade. The situation, they say, has exposed them to armed men from neighboring Ivory Coast. In an attempt to build synergy among stakeholders and also reaffirm the country's land boundary demarcations, the Ghana Boundary Commission went to the community to engage with residents and also use the opportunity to reassure them of collaborative efforts to protect them from harm. Speaking to the media, Major General Emmanuel Kotia urged residents to protect the country's land boundaries at all times.
We have reports about the tempering and displacement of boundary pillars in this community. We came for an inspection, verified a number of boundary pillars along the international boundary line between Ghana and Côte d'Ivoire removed. As a result of that, we engaged the chiefs and community leaders of Dollar Power. Then we were able to identify some of the underlying reasons why this had happened.
The Boundary Commission team, in the company of the District Chief Executive of the Bole District, Minerals Commission and the Forestry Commission, visited some boundary pillars that have been removed from its original position. This situation has the potential to cause tension between residents of both countries. Major General Emmanuel Kotia noted that steps will be taken to restore the boundary pillars.
This is approximately where the international boundary line is. We are in Ghana territory now, and this is where the pillar, one of the new pillars. So this side from the pillar going is Côte d'Ivoire. We have been in touch with our Ivorian counterparts for us to jointly make an inspection and make a reaffirmation of the international boundary line, not only in this place, but along the western land boundary, so that we can construct new boundary pillars.
The Deputy Director of the Minerals Commission in charge of small-scale and industrial minerals, Samuel Tika, on his part, entreated residents to desist from polluting the Bui Dam through illegal mining activities. He charged the community leaders to present their proposals to the Minerals Commission and the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources in order for them to be included in the government's community mining scheme.
We will continue to ensure that we do mining, particularly closer to the Bui Dam and water bodies where you do the pollution, you become a those who are washing into the Bui Dam and polluting the water, that one you need to stop that.
My name is Fred Duo, reporting for Citi News.
This is still the Citi Newsroom here on Citi TV. Still ahead. Citi FM Foundation donates 10,000 Ghana cedis assorted food items, among others, to the Tamale Children's Home as part of Citi FM and Citi TV's annual Easter Orphan Project. We do have details coming up shortly. Do stay.
Flip, a real estate gaming platform. Or consolidated prizes, such as savings towards a house. Simple and easy to play. Visit www.ugoflip.com. Buy a ticket to enter the game. Wait for the end of the game to enjoy the win. Anywhere and win. Flip it or own it. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Play responsibly, not for persons below 18 years, and gaming can be addictive.
Creamy Plus is a fully skimmed evaporated milk. Creamy Plus is available in a shop near you.
This message has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
I don't know Lotus Ticana. Me pen a POS machine. Hello. Baby, tonight dinner at 7. Bye.
The winning numbers are 10, 12.
Sorry. I won.
Your lottery experience just got better with the new NLA Instant Payment. Play on the NLA machine, and if you win up to 1,200 Ghana cedis, you will be paid instantly without any stress via shop code *389*1000#. Payments above 1,200 Ghana cedis can be redeemed at the newly established payment centers.
Hey!
NLA Instant Payment and now a paying grind.
Wait, guys, bring more.
NLA Development through Games.
You're welcome back to the Citi Newsroom. Let's head to the camp of the New Patriotic Party because the youth wing of the party has described as unnecessary the invitation of its national organizer, Salam Mustafa, for allegedly wearing a military uniform. Salam Mustafa on Thursday reported himself to the police in Accra after he failed to honor the invitation in Wa on April 7 due to what he has described as family circumstances. He was, however, accompanied by about 100 members of the youth wing of the party, including some regional and national executives. The following report has more.
The national youth organizer of the New Patriotic Party, Salam Mustafa, is honoring an invitation by the Ghana Police Service to come and answer why he put on a military uniform allegedly during an interview with Tunson Radio in March this year. But he's not going alone. He's going with a number of party executives. I can see the Greater Accra Youth Organizer. Also, I can see the Deputy National Youth Organizer. Now, he's also come here with a number of young men who they say are party members, who they say do not agree with this decision by the Ghana Police Service to call their youth organizer.
We are telling them that there is no way they can kill the spirit of the national youth organizer who is going to marshal the youth, lead the youth and break the age. So we are going to the police is just doing their work. They've not arrested him. They've only given out invitation to him. I'm not saying they have arrested him. What I'm trying to say is sometimes it kills the morale of the leader, because if you are there, you don't know anything, and there is a letter that come to the police here. You know how it's a good feeling, you know. The maximum we are going into 2024 with is one for all for one. And that's what they're showing you. But guys are showing you that. Just before you enter, what are your expectations? What do you expect to happen? I've done nothing wrong. I have not broken any law. Nobody can say that I've done anything wrong. So, yeah, I'm going to tell them that, yeah, you got it wrong. It's just a designer shirt, so there's nothing wrong with it.
With this conviction, the group continued their march to the CID headquarters, but the police insisted not all of them will be allowed into the premises. After several minutes of negotiations, the police agreed for just 5 persons to accompany Salam Mustafa to meet officers of the Criminal Investigation Department. The case was later transferred to the Accra Regional Police Command, where Salam Mustafa, in the company of his lawyer Frank Davis, met with the Deputy Regional Commander. The National Youth Organizer of the NPP spoke to the media after the interaction with the police.
Give our statement, and we, virtually went to the.
In more stories, the Citi FM Foundation has donated an amount of 10,000 Ghana cedis, assorted food items, soaps, books, and other items to the Tamale Children's Home as part of the Citi FM and Citi TV's annual Easter Orphan Project. This initiative is to help in the smooth running of the home as well as put smiles on the faces of the children. Our Northern Regional correspondent Diana Nguan reports.
The Tamale Children's Home was established in 1969 by the Department of Social Welfare. Situated within the Nyuani community in the Sanaigu municipality, the home serves as shelter for orphans, the vulnerable, and people with special needs. In terms of education, the home has crèche to KG2. For the first time in the Northern region, the Citi FM Foundation, through its Easter Orphan Project, visited the Tamale Children's Home to celebrate Easter with the over 30 children. They were also joined by children in the community to celebrate the day. It was a fun-packed activity as children participated in dancing competition, musical chairs, and others.
We're looking for the winner. Okay, so get up. We'll take one chair. Okay. How are you? Fine.
After the competition, then came the more exciting part of Citi FM and TV in the Northern Zone interacted and ate with the children. Cash of 10,000 cedis, assorted food items, toiletries, books, among others, were also donated to the home. On behalf of Citi FM Foundation, our listeners, our viewers, we present these items to you to run the home. And we are also presenting a cash of 10,000 cedis to manage the orphanage. We understand the challenges here. And this donation is part of the Easter Orphan Project, an initiative of Citi FM Foundation. It's an annual event. We do it in selected orphanages across the country. This is the first time we are doing it in the Northern region. And Nyuani Children's Home, or Tamale Children's Home, is also the first time we are here to present these items to you. And we hope that these items will really be used for the children.
We want to thank Citi FM and Citi TV as well. In fact, we are most grateful today. We have a fun, as you can see. We are so happy. This is our first time of seeing a greater happiness like this. Though they come every year to celebrate with us, but not like this. So we are so happy, and we say, may God bless Citi FM and Citi TV. May God bless you and lift their works higher and higher, so that the project people have started, may it increase and go the whole wide world. Thank you so much. We are so grateful this morning. God bless you all. And please, let me also add this. I think they are giving us a cash of 10,000, but we'll be much happy if they can use it and rewire our place and paint it up for us. We'll be very much grateful.
Aside from obsolete electrical cables, the home is also challenged in terms of accommodation. Currently, The other children are housed in one of the staff bungalows after a rainstorm ripped off its roof. According to management, some children have also overgrown their beds.
The problem we have is some of the children, they are grown more than the beds, which they can't sleep comfortable in it. They lie down and squeeze themselves. The mattresses cannot even enter inside the beds because they are smaller than the mattresses. So that's our main challenge here. We need extra mattresses like 30, both babies and then grown-ups. And then our rewiring. According to the electrician, I think last year the staff room catch fire. We called him and she came and checked. The wires is cut and joined. So unless we take effect, we have to work it on effectively, because if heavy rain comes, it can catch fire. The place can, because we have witnessed it. It's not the electrician who invented it, because we have witnessed at the staff room that a heavy rain came and the place catch fire, but they were able to control it.
The home has provided shelter and given home to many vulnerable children, including 5-month-old Ridwan.
So Ridwan is 5 months old, and he's a recent child who has been brought into the Tamale Children's Home. So I find out from the assistant supervisor to tell us under what circumstance he came in here.
Okay. Ridwan came here 2 months ago. He came with the police and the social worker from the Tamale Teaching Hospital. According to the story from them, the police and the officer at the teaching hospital, he was abandoned outside the hospital with his belongings. So they find somebody was passing and saw him there, and she called the hospital, the staff. So they also contacted the staff at the social welfare officer at the hospital there. So she now involved police. So it was the police who came for him. They did a medical checkup and they brought him here. So he came in with the police and the social worker.
So how has it been like managing someone like Ridwan?
Since she came, we don't encounter problems with him. She has been well since, because the doctors did check up and they said there was nothing wrong with him. And she's not somebody who falls sick. She's always strong. It was only once, I think the first week she came, that she was down. So we went to the hospital, but it was nothing serious. So since then, I think she has been fine for now.
So when it comes to hospital bills and
hospital who help us, but recently there's a problem that the hospital had with the officers there. So now we are dealing with cash and carry. We are dealing with cash and carry to the children.
And the health insurance.
The health insurance are there, but it's not effective. You know, most of the things we buy, medication, most of them, it's just the first process that maybe is covered, but the rest is we buy. They prescribe and we buy.
After the fun, it was now time for the Citi team to leave. But wait, these grateful children have a message to viewers and listeners who made this possible.
My name is Yanuya Yusuf and I am 15 years old. I came here since I was small. That is 2007 there about. Yes. And now I attend Uni Life Academy. I'm in JHS2. We are so grateful to have these items here. We thank Citi FM and Citi TV for what they've done. Pray that the Lord will richly bless them, give them long life, good health and prosperity. Thank you.
My name is Yusuf Fishata and I'm 15 years of age and I attend Savannah International School. I'm in Form 2 and I'm here to tell people that what we have to do for us, we've appreciated. And we say one more time, you come and do more than what you've done. And we say Citi TV, we appreciate what you've come and do for us. and say God will richly bless people.
God bless you. Amen. And give you long life, prosperity, and good health. Amen.
Amen. Okay, what do you have to say to Citi TV and Citi FM and our viewers and listeners?
God bless you. Amen. And give you long life, prosperity, and give you. Amen.
Amen. So, as you heard from the children, they are saying a big thank you to supporters of the Easter Orphan Project under the Citi FM Foundation. They say a big thank you to all who donated to make this a success. From the Tamale Children's Home, I am Dinah Ungwan for Citi News.
And that's it for today's edition of the Citi Newsroom here on Citi TV. Do remember that our website, citinewsroom.com, has more information on our top stories and more. Subscribe to CitiTube on YouTube for more exclusive video content from Citi TV. You can also watch Citi TV on DSTV channel 363 and on GoTV channel 182. My name is Kweku Ediama, and so many thanks for your company.